Hello everyone, Ramie and Stuart here, and we want to show you how to spend a day in Cobh, County Cork, Ireland.
Here in Ireland, in spite of its spelling, this port town is actually pronounced Cobh, not Cobh. Cobh has one of the world's largest natural harbors, is one of Ireland's steepest towns, and was the last port of call for the Titanic.
So let's get started. We are Ramie and Stuart of the GloveTrotters, happily retired and traveling one adventure at a time.
Cobh is located in the Irish townland of Ballyballoon, and it's best known for St. Colman's Cathedral and the colorful deck of cards homes. As our 91-year-old makes her way off our floating home, we start our morning at the Annie Moore Monument right by the water, where so many Irish immigrants began their many journeys. From the Cobh Heritage Center, you really have two options to get to the main attractions downtown. So you can either climb up these stairs to the Cobh Museum and head north, or, as we're going to do, we're going to walk the flatter path down along the shoreline until we hit downtown, and then we'll head north. As we head east along the lower Westbourne Place, to the left is the Carrick House and the beautiful 19th century Old Methodist Church. To the right is the spacious waterfront Kennedy Park, named after President John F. Kennedy, who visited Cobh in June of 1963. As we reach our town center, we get our first glimpse of St. Colman's Cathedral high up on the hill. We're passing the Titanic Experience and the Sonia O'Sullivan statue, honoring the local Olympic legend and hometown hero. Across the street is the Casement Square and the dramatic RMS Lusitania Memorial. Keep a close eye on your footing next to the statue, as the pavement rutting has created a potential major tripping hazard. So as we head up through the arch of the Cobh tourist office, the roads definitely start to get steep. On the other side, we get a nice shot of St. Colman's Cathedral and our first view of the deck of cards homes. About halfway up the hill is the Westview Park. Continuing all the way up to the top of Westview, there's a nice perspective of the deck of cards as we pivot to Spy Hill for a better view of the cathedral and all the deck of cards.
Unfortunately,
so Spy Hill is fine. Well, if you're over 7 foot tall, there is. The entire street has a 6-foot concrete wall that blocks your view, so the best you can do is try to put your camera above the wall. So instead of turning onto Spy Hill, turn east and you'll see the deck of cards lit up by the morning sun. Just a block away, and finally, here's St. Colman's Cathedral that just dominates the skyline of Cobh. The cathedral's spire is just shy of 300 feet high, which makes it one of the tallest in all of Ireland. It took almost 50 years to build this cathedral, and it's 49 carillon bells. On the inside, the columns and altars are made of Irish and Italian marble and stones. At the south end, the sanctuary rises from the tabernacle to the sunlit stained glass windows. In the center is a real ornate sanctuary lamp. Above the entrance, there's a massive organ with 2,468 pipes. Now, I should note here that there is an alternative path to the cathedral, and that's using the rock cathedral steps. You get to it from the lower Middleton Street. There are about 200 steps climbing around 100 feet to the top, and you come out on the south side of the church. A final look at the Cathedral Place view of the deck of cards homes, and we start to make our way east. So Ramie and I are continuing down Harbour Hill with nice views down into the town center. We've found a smaller deck of cards at Rings Corner intersection and a bit further along at the single-story cottages of Father Corbett Terrace. Just across the street from there is the bench with a view that looks out over Spike Island and the Cork Harbor. On our way back downtown, we see the Old Town Hall, which is actually now a Chinese restaurant, and the old Cunard steamship building. As always, we checked out a local grocer. Centra has a great deli and hot counter, plus genuine Irish ice cream. From the Kennedy Pier, we have great views of downtown and the cathedral. We then walked around the colorful Pearce Square, appreciating the Titanic Memorial, and took a last stroll through Kennedy Park. Our final stop was the Cobh Heritage Center with its history, homemade treats, and a gift shop. In all, we've walked the entire 200-foot plus elevation and a 1.9-mile loop today in just under 4 hours. Our 91-year-old great-grandma struggled with the hills, but loved the downtown. As always, we got to experience yet another amazing port town. In this case, it was Cobh, Cork County, Ireland.
We're the GloveTrotters, and we hope you enjoyed exploring Cobh, County Cork, Ireland with us. For more travel guides and inspiration, visit us at theglovetrotters.com. And if you loved this video, please make sure to subscribe and explore with us. We can't wait to see you on our next adventure.